Yep.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to BarTALK by Nerd Vector, and we're short two today.
Yep. Now our bar crew is running a little short tonight.
Hey, my name is Inchan. I'll be one of your hosts, and that's the Nerd Virus needs a lot of
Yep.
attention.
Yep. The nerd virus Shay needs all the attention, Cahill. Thank you very
There
much.
we go. That's it. But anyway, yeah, it was unfortunate Frank and Matt couldn't join us today.
Yep.
Yeah,
Worky obligations for both of them.
yeah, last minute too. But hey, I'm excited. We got one of my childhood memories on staff today.
Yep. And it must be more such for you. Like I have my older brothers, they were much more into this than I was. I got into it a little bit later in life. You want to introduce?
You youngin. Well, we're gonna be talking about Netflix's Masters of the Universe, right? So do
Yep.
I have the power or do you have the power?
We have the power. We're going dual
Uh,
swords. All right? We're breaking the swords apart.
are we crossing streams?
Uh, Egon said never cross streams, but in this case, we might wanna.
Oh, I hate you so much. But anyway, yeah. You want to start with drinks first?
Sure.
I like your
Um,
drink. Your drink is
yeah.
pretty interesting. We'll start with yours
My
first.
my drink is manly a. Well, yet being very very brunchable.
Brunchable.
So
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I did this one in a pint glass. It's so I rimmed the glass actually with salt and a chili pepper blend. Actually, I ended up at the last minute going with Slap Your Mama. Love Slap Your Mama. Put it on a lot of stuff. It's delicious. It's great on the rim here. But 2 ounces of tomato juice. I did an ounce of lime juice, 1.5 of whiskey. Um, I originally went 4 splashes of hot sauce, but I like things a little extra. So the second one, I went with like 6 splashes of hot sauce.
Jesus
Um,
Christ, man.
yeah, but then you got two splashes of Worcestershire, and you top with a lager. So you,
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
I
I
can
actually
never
grew.
pronounce that.
I grew up in that county.
Worcestershire
We
County?
we called it
Worcestershire.
Worcester. Worcester County.
Worcestershire. Okay. Wow.
Worcester
English is
County.
hard.
But I mean, and you recognize this as just like a beer Bloody Mary,
Mm-hmm.
and hell yeah, it is. Like this is my new. I was calling it He-Man's Blood. There's a lot of other ways I can think about this, like He-Man's Revival. This is what you need after your big night. Mm,
You went two savory drinks in 2 weeks.
I did actually.
Yeah, I didn't
Mm,
expect that out
oh,
of you. You like that drink, don't you? You said it was freaking
mm-hmm.
phenomenal.
I had a bunch of people test my first draft of it too, and everybody was just like, "Ooh, yes."
You actually made a good drink, Shay.
I know it's so rare, but the thing is, it's loosely based off an already existing beer cocktail. The Michelada or the Michelada, it's weird. It's spelled a little weird, but it's also known as the red beer,
Okay, okay.
and it's essentially the same thing, but I added whiskey, and I did not make a preference on other recipes I saw called for a Mexican lager. I went for Yingling in mine. Another lager, but
Ooh, okay. Yeah, New Jersey, where we are, is Yingling territory, man. Yingling,
yeah.
like, freaking owns loggers over here, so.
Oh yeah. We're right next to PA. It's the oldest brewery. Everybody's buying Yingling.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, when I come over one of these days, you gotta make me one of those. They look good.
Oh, It's super good. And actually, you can dose down the whiskey, doesn't affect the taste too much, and it's not that high of a blood alcohol. Like,
No, you only have 1.5 ounces of whiskey. That's the only thing
yeah.
alcohol in there. Well, except for the beer.
Well,
But
the beer, but the way I did it, it's roughly around 10 ounces of beer, maybe less if you add a little more tomato juice and such.
okay, okay. Yeah, I was intrigued when you sent me that.
Yeah, you're like, interesting, Bloody Mary. I'm curious.
Very much so. All right, so I went this week with what I'm calling the Gray Skull Keep.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I like there's nothing more iconic than Gray Skull's Keep, right? It's where He-Man gets his power. So kind of had to go with it.
Uh-huh.
But you know what I found out while I was trying to make this drink?
What's that?
Gray color cocktails are very hard to find.
Yeah.
It's not a
I
color
can see
scheme
it
that's
in
easy
the
to make.
coloration here a little bit. And I'm
I
like,
tried. I tried. Like
gray
it's a
is a
little
very hard color to get.
yeah, it's a little more gray here. I kind of tweaked it a little bit. But
Oh,
yeah, it's a variation on an aviator. So if you don't know, it's a prohibition drink and it's basically gin, what the freaking lemon juice. It's been a long day. And cherry liqueur. So those are the three main ingredients, right?
okay.
In the more recent times, people started adding creme de violet, right? So that's where it gives it a
Ooh,
little more of that gray coloring. But
all right.
I also found out that creme de violet is very hard to find.
It is.
Very hard to find. So I was either gonna order it online, which would take a week to get here and it'll be too late, or make some adjustments. So I used what I had in my cabinet. It's 1.5 ounces of gin, one and a
Mhm.
half ounces of cherry liqueur, and I have to say Luxardo is the best one you can use. It has the best flavoring, so I suggest doing that. And absolutely fresh lemon juice. Like the bottled stuff just does not work. So
Yeah.
and to simulate the purple, a splash of grenadine, splash of blue curacao. It's not for taste; it's for color. And
Yeah.
it came out pretty grayish. I like it. And
Yeah.
Andrea loved it, which is my gauge, as you guys all know.
Yeah, if your
She's
wife loves it, gotta go with it.
it's a little strong, just a bit, but no, it's a delicious cocktail. It's what did Andrea say? She said it was a vacation cocktail. She wishes she was on the beach while drinking this. It gave it a
Oh,
nice citrusy gin cherry flavor. It was pretty good.
can we put Grayskull on a beach? Just put that whole castle there on a beach. It'll be perfect.
Yeah. your your backdrop's gonna be a gigantic skull.
Yeah, absolutely, all the time.
Yeah. Sorry, hold up. We're missing Dalton. He usually responds to chat, so I'm gonna have to
Uh,
do that.
he might be pretty busy right now.
Yeah, he got called in last minute, right?
Yep, and it is rainy tonight, so.
True, true. I really don't know about having my face this big on the screen.
But your face is always big.
Whoa, wait, there's my camera.
I was waiting for it.
Yes, you are. But yeah, He-Man. I was excited when you told me this came on Netflix.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it this soon. I thought it was still like a couple weeks out.
Mm.
Um, so I actually, I went on a trip last weekend on the leg of the journey that I got to just sit in the car seat. I had my phone just propped up, just, uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, go ahead, take the left.
So you were watching He-Man throughout your whole friend's wedding?
No, just the ride up there. It was several hours away. And having 5 episodes actually sounded great at first, but all these episodes were only like 25 minutes. So it lasted me like half the trip.
Yeah, sounds about right. That
Yeah.
sounds about right.
So, but it worked out perfectly for me because then that was the point at which I switched off in the car and I took over driving. So,
Yeah, I binged it. It was only 6 episodes, 5, 6, and it was
mm,
20-minute episodes. So like it was,
it's 5, right?
I don't remember, something like that. Yeah, but so before we get into the series, you want to talk about the backlash that it got from the internet?
Dear God. Actually, this is kind of enraging me a little bit.
Mm,
I I'm not part of all these like woke movements or anything, but there's some BS, in my opinion, happening here that these videos started coming out just a few hours after the first episode premiered.
mm-hmm.
Everybody in the world is mad that it's what they're calling the Tila show
Right.
and that it's not focusing on He-Man and it's not what it's supposed to be and oh, it's all female centric. Oh, you have like lesbian love interests and
Mm-hmm.
all those things are just half truths. What everybody's screaming about right now on the internet.
Well, I mean, I I can see that part of it. I can see
Yeah,
that, in my opinion, right? But it doesn't ruin the show for me.
me either. Like I can see the points that people are trying to make. Like, okay, yeah, there is a maybe potential like yeah, Tila bias on here. Like
Mm-hmm.
three
Mm-hmm.
to four of the episodes are pretty keenly focused on her. Um like she might have like a female love interest, but at the same time it was stated no no no, like behind the scenes it's not actually a love interest, you're just reading too much into it. And the fact that it didn't focus on He-Man, I expected going into it from the beginning because I at least loosely know the end of the series, and the idea was it was going to pick up from that. And I pretty much, maybe it was word of mouth, maybe it's just, my own people in my life talking about it leading up to it, that I was expecting He-Man to be out of the picture at the beginning of this show. That's why it's called Masters of the Universe.
Well, it's always called Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, but it's usually He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you
Yeah.
that.
And I expected this to focus a lot more on something was going to happen. I knew that He-Man and I almost said Red Skull for a second.
He's not even Grayskull.
I know. Um Skeletor,
There you
He-Man and
go.
Skeletor were gonna get in it. They were gonna get trapped and locked into something together. I assumed it was gonna be like a freeze in time, something magical. They were gonna get locked in, and life was gonna go on without them.
Mm.
Didn't happen exactly how I imagined, but the situation wound up being the same. That
Yo,
they're gone, and other shit's going on.
yeah, it's been so long, so I don't remember, but this is technically a continuation of the original 1980s cartoon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I remember correctly, it was so long ago. Like the last episode of that series, I think Skeletor and He-Man fought and they disappeared. Like they didn't know where they went.
Mm-hmm.
So episode 1 for me was kind of a continuation, and I might be completely remembering that wrong because my memory
And I might
sucks.
be too. I did not deep dive going into this, but that's how I remembered it. There was
Yeah,
like a disappearance or a like fade to white and it's left vague kind of
exactly. It was
situation.
left vague or something. I don't know. We just don't know the outcomes of their fight, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know this was coming out. You told me, and I was just like, oh, okay, Netflix. Like just watched it. I had no um like pre-reviews, information, nothing. I went into this blind. I'm just like, oh, He-Man. Let's watch He-Man. And granted, it wasn't the He-Man that we knew, like him, you know, busting, like throwing mountains and like all that. Like it wasn't that, but to me, it was a modernized version of it. We talked
Yeah.
about Thundercats a while back,
Yep.
right? And how it flopped on Netflix and
Yeah.
got canceled in one season. It's kind of
Well, no, it actually wasn't on Netflix. It was on Cartoon Network proper.
that's right, but
My argument was that it would probably have
probably
done better on Netflix
that's
because
right.
of what I foresee happening with this show.
Mm. But like, if that was on Netflix, it would have probably gotten at least a season two.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least this one, animation is amazing. I think it's
Mm.
crisp as fuck. Action scenes were good.
Style
They
wise, it's very much like the He-Man, the early 2000s series.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think better than
Well,
that though. They
yeah,
definitely
I think
refined it a bit.
yeah, I think style wise it matches that, but the quality exceeds it.
Yeah. So it's I enjoyed it thoroughly. And I did what I always do after watching a movie or a series or something. I went on IMDb and the rating was like 4.1,
Yeah.
3.9. And I'm just like, what happened? And I go to the comments and it's literally blasting 1 star. This is not He-Man. There was no He-Man. There was nothing. Like, thanks for ruining my childhood. I'm just like, are you kidding me right now? Like,
Yeah.
if a TV show ruined your childhood, you got some other problems in my
Yeah,
head.
you
So,
got some bigger problems.
but
I
yeah, but
actually no,
yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, what I was saying, there were reviews that said they liked it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's like it's the woke movement, like freaking who's the director? What's his name? Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith.
They're like fuck him. He like sold out this
Yeah,
that, and I'm just like,
everybody's mad
come
at him.
on. Yeah,
Everything on YouTube right now is hate on Kevin Smith, which I love Kevin Smith. I can't
hmm
say I've loved everything he's ever made, but
no,
like awesome the like guy and director and overall personality in my opinion.
I mean I
Like
love Clerks. Clerks is a cult classic.
so the one thing that everybody's mad at right now is that I guess it happened a few months back. An insider on the show said that it was going to be very Tila focused, that the
Ah,
show was going to be Tila
yep.
focused, and Kevin Smith supposedly said no, it's not. I haven't been able to find
No,
that point at which he said that, but I also know Kevin Smith. He doesn't leave things at a one-liner. He will ramble on for 37 minutes about a single question.
so
They he was probably getting more at like, oh, a few episodes will be focused on her, but no, the show is not actually her focused.
look, it's season 1 of 3.
And this isn't even season 1. It's only
No,
part 1 of
it's
season 1.
part 1 of season 1. It's a 3-part season. Is that what I
It
saw?
might be a it might be a 3-part season.
Either way, look. You look at episode 1, right?
Mhm.
It was kind of like a traditional He-Man episode, right?
Yeah.
You get Skeletor invading Grayskull, the
Oh, you get
sorcerer.
the double swap, you get
What
like
was that?
He-Man making puns.
Yeah, Faker. Whatever his name is, I forgot his name. But
The blue
Yeah,
He-Man, the robot He-Man. Yeah.
right. But like you get that, and I'm like, oh yes, I'm back into my childhood, right? And he fucking dies in the first episode.
Yeah.
Legitimately just dies.
I
And
mean, that was meant to be the heartbreak moment.
mm. So I wanted to keep watching each episode because I wanted to see how they would bring him back. Because there was no way that He-Man would be out of this series for that long.
No, he was coming back no matter what. Like, I
Right.
knew that from the beginning.
Uh
Um, and you know what? I think they did a pretty good job with that.
yeah, hold up, Shay, can you stand up? What the hell does your shirt say?
Oh,
What is it? I am currently unsupervised. I know it freaks me out too, but the possibilities are getting in. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I might have wore that shirt to the wedding too.
Sorry, but anyway, what were you saying?
Mm. Just that, yeah, we all know He-Man's coming back. Like, any of us with half a brain is like, oh yeah, He-Man died in the first episode. He'll be back soon. Um, the curiosity is how they get there. And
Right.
actually, how they get there was pretty interesting to me, especially with Orko.
Gorko?
Like, Orko?
No, his original name is Gorko.
No, his real name is Oracle, as
Nope.
they
Nope.
revealed in this show.
No. His original name before the show aired was Gorko.
And why is that?
I don't know, that was the original name. They changed it to Orko so that they didn't have to put a G in the shirt, so they can it's an O, so they can flip the animation. It's
See, to me, with the remake show, when I was a kid, it always made sense to me that his name was Orko because I already made that association with Oracle. I'm like,
mm.
okay, he's magical. He's an Oracle, but he's also kind of shit at his job.
Yo, Orko's one of my favorite characters, man.
Dude, he's actually been the best for me in the back of my head forever. And the one thing that I'm going to be mad about in this series is if they actually killed him off. If he does not come back, I will be mad.
I think they killed him off.
I, uh, I
It's
really
it's
hope
for
they.
that it's for that emotional factor, man. You need
Yeah,
that.
but
But
they
Panda
did.
agrees with you. Orca's the main character.
Yeah,
Wait, Panda,
like
aren't you supposed to be at work? What the? Okay, whatever. Anyway,
we know him. He's hiding in a corner somewhere pretending to work.
he always pretends to work.
Yeah, but I really liked this idea that they put forth that Orko, his name was meant to be Oracle, but his speech pattern, just like him as a person, was flawed. And so he always said his name as Orko.
Mm-hmm.
And, the idea of he was the shit wizard amongst all of them, I think that had been put forth in the other two series that have existed.
Yeah, because he always fucks up.
Yeah. But it's cool. Because the dude is so lovable. He tries his damn best.
You know, I have a soft
And
spot for the lovable character in a TV series or a movie. Like they end
yeah.
up being my favorite characters.
hmm
Yeah.
So to have him step like up in front at the end of episode 4, I believe it was, and
3 or 4.
sacrifice himself,
Mm-hmm.
that was heavy for me. I
Yeah.
rewatched a few seconds of that. Like I rewound the end of that episode. I was sitting in the car just like, no, shut up, I'm fine. No, everything's okay, don't worry.
They definitely did an emotional punch with that scene because Orko's a fan favorite. Like
Yeah,
if you were a fan of the original, you definitely like that, like that character. So,
yeah.
but uh
What's your thought? Like overall general feeling thought on the show.
Okay, you take out 2, 3, and 4, and let's say we're gonna pander to the reviews and all the crap on the internet right now, right?
Uh-huh.
You take episode 1, you take episode 5, and you put those together.
Hmm.
The status quo is back.
Yeah.
Skeletor is back. He has the sort of power, right? There's your big bad. He-Man Adam is injured, right? So the next season, next 5 episodes or whatever the hell they're gonna do is gonna be more towards what we're used to with the original He-Man. So the status quo is back. It's recreated, and we will get the nostalgia factor in the next season, I think. Oh, excuse me. So for me, I like that they took a few episodes and flushed out kind of a world without He-Man and what would happen without magic. What would happen without like technology taking hold with Triclops, right? That was interesting, right?
And I thought he was the perfect choice for that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like just having the one bad guy character, there were a couple, but that focused more on technology in the fact that they looked monsterish.
Well, Triclops was one of Skeletor's main guys anyway, so it
Yeah.
kind of made sense. So yeah, Merman getting what ignored after a while, like in that revenge plot.
I actually kind of love that. It's the whole like Aquaman trope. Like,
yeah,
what? Because I'm in the water.
yes, it is because you're in the water. But yeah, I mean, the people lining up for the last enchanted water, like it's the post-apocalyptic world of Earth, I guess, without magic. Like, what would happen?
Eternia. It's Eternia. It's not.
No. I mean, but like, if you compare it to like a post-apocalyptic Earth, like
Yes.
that's what it kind of is. Not
And it's
completely.
a slow climb. It's not like everything went to shit overnight.
Yeah, it's a slow burn, right? So
Yeah.
for me, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the second part, and the ratings. All right, so ratings on IMDb right now is up to 4.9 from a 4.1.
Okay.
Okay. Rotten Tomatoes critics gave it like a 97.
Yeah, the critics gave it like a 97, and then after like 2 days of viewership, the like viewers gave it a 32, I believe.
Right. I think it's everybody coming and blasting it on the internet.
Yeah, and I think that's just an overwhelming problem of people blasting it for the wrong reasons off an
Correct.
initial viewing.
What happened? What was that other movie? Wasn't it Godzilla vs Kong that
I
got
do
blasted
remember, yeah, Godzilla versus Kong got blasted really hard.
because the release date was close to Jack Snyder's release? Jack Snyder's
Yes, that
DC.
was it. Yeah.
Like, that's a wrong reason to give a 1 rating for a movie. If the movie
Yeah.
sucked, give it a 1 rating, not because the release date was too close to your favorite franchise or whatever. Like, that's just, in my opinion, that's just stupid.
I could
But
say rating the He-Man new show off the fact that he wasn't in it for like 3 episodes. Also, the wrong thing. Like I said before, I think when Kevin Smith was talking about it's not a Tila focused show, what we just saw was the first 5 episodes. This was the
mhm,
introduction.
mhm.
Like, we need a whole rest of the series to properly judge it.
Yeah, people were blasting him saying that he lied and it was like a switch and bait or like a
Yeah.
con and stuff. And I'm like, it's not over yet. Like,
Yeah,
let it go. And Kevin Smith, he could have been telling the truth. It's just
yeah.
not portrayed right now.
And it's also entirely possible he didn't know what the release schedule was going to end up being.
Yeah, I mean, I'm defending him right now because there's so many other people on the other side of the line right now. So,
Yeah, I have to defend him as well. I'm like I I have no problems with him. I like what he did for this show. Like you, I thoroughly enjoyed this. I'm gonna go back and rewatch it again. I rewatched episode 1 already. Um, I'm really upset where all the hate's coming from.
yeah. But let's go with predictions for the second part then. What do you think's gonna happen?
Ooh, oh, all right. All right, this is where it gets interesting. All right,
Yeah.
hold on. I gotta.
Oh, you got to finish
I
your
need
drink.
I need He-Man's blood to
Yeah.
empower me for this one.
Oh, I can go that. Anyway, so
All right.
He-Man got stabbed, right?
Yes.
Skeletor got the sword, right?
Yep.
My prediction is Skeletor loses the sword in the first 5 minutes of the first episode of the
Oh,
next
that's
part.
1,000% true. Or they do another shitty, like they go time jump and it's 5 years later. Skeletor's been in control, and then they have to build to take the sword away from him. But I think this is gonna happen real quick. One,
Mm-hmm.
Sorceress has some of her power back.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, obviously not as strong as she was before, but she has some power back. Somebody's ripping that sword out of his hands. If anything, Cringer was not there,
Cringer was there.
not at the final part. Was he?
I thought he was. He was with the sorceress in
He
Grayskull Keep.
he was, but I don't think he was in any of the shots in the final episode.
No, I'm
So
pretty
he might
sure he
be
was.
floating. All right, he might have been. But anyway,
I'm pretty sure
so
Cringer was in the last episode, man.
I could see Evil Lynn, or just Lynn, as we learn like her name actually is. Who
You,
knew?
you go fuck yourself. Do you think she's doing a double cross?
I
A
think
double cross.
I think there will be a double cross here because the way it was played, and she says it like I had no idea he was in the goddamn staff.
Mm-hmm.
Like that I did not see that coming. I'm as shocked as the rest of you. And the way they played it off when he was offering her the seat of power with him,
Mm-hmm.
and she was very uninterested, but at the same time, like, I'm gonna take the opportunity if it's the only one I got.
Mm.
I think
Mm.
she'll turn around and stab him in the back, and He
I
Man will get the sword.
I don't know. Evelyn kind of grew on me during this 5 episode arc, so
Evelyn.
Evelyn, Evelyn. I'm gonna call her Evelyn. Look, I'm gonna
I'm
be
down
calling
with
her
that
Evelyn
one.
the whole time, but I really kind of wish she comes back. Like she does. She's doing this as a
Oh
ploy
yeah.
for something else.
No, I think that's 1,000% gonna be the case. She needs to take control back from Skeletor. She
Mm.
made points on I'm forgetting the side character's name, but Tila's like sidekick.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, I got it. Hold up. Continue.
but she made points about strong men being the downfall of anybody and how you'll never be able to change them and you'll never be able to reason with them. Like, it seems like she's at a point in her character development that she's just gonna say screw you to Skeletor.
Mm. Andra is the name.
Andra, which she was underplayed, but she was great.
Mm. She's the Love interest.
Except probably not.
I always thought Tila had a thing for He-Man.
Oh, she absolutely does. Um, the whole her having a female partner thing is a fake out on that front.
mm, mm. We'll see. We'll see. But I want I want a little more silliness. Like this series is a little too serious for He-Man.
Even with the like the flashback points where it's He-Man and Tila and He-Man's just making puns all the time. Wasn't enough
But
for you?
yes, but like I do miss the nostalgia aspect of it. Like that I was expecting that. Like I was expecting a little more silliness on it, right?
Hmm.
But I enjoyed this version of it as well. So I'm for me, my personal nostalgia, I want that silliness as well. But now that he's back in the picture, are we going to get it?
Now, for me walking into the show, I was picturing a lot of the early 2000s He-Man series.
Hi, Marcy.
Mercy.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'm scared.
Yeah, yeah, just say hi, Marcy.
Hi, Marcy.
I miss you, Marcy.
I miss you, Marcy. Don't kill me.
But anyway.
Um, but I was picturing the early 2000s He-Man series, which I think always took itself more seriously,
Yeah, yeah.
and I got what I expected out of that. Yeah, I haven't come back and rewatched that series in a while, but this was very reminiscent of that. I mean, I was in middle school slash early high school when that show
I
went through its run, and it
I
worked
ha-
for me then.
I have to admit I've never seen the 2002 remake.
No,
No, I should go back and watch it.
I mean it's pretty good.
Yeah,
I mean,
2000. What
it's
was I
not
doing
you,
in
like
2002? I was in college. No, I was high school. Something.
you would have been like senior year in high school, right?
Yeah, senior in high school. I, that's probably why I didn't watch it.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
too cool at that point.
Yeah, I didn't watch a lot of TV at that point. So,
Yeah,
yeah, but mm, I lost my train of thought.
it's okay, Tokyo Drift. I know
Fuck you.
where your head was at.
Fuck you, Shay. Fucking Tokyo Drift my ass. All right. I wanted to ask you a question and it slipped my mind. Fuck. Oh, what do you think about like Grayskull and Hero and all the guys that were dead?
Oh, yeah. All right. I dug it. Um, I did pour into a little bit after the fact to find out that one of those designs uh, was the original He-Man design.
Oh, I didn't know that. Which one?
Um, I'd have to see them side by side,
Mm,
honestly, because I'm not retaining any of their names.
you don't retain anything, Shay.
Yeah, nothing that's unnecessary.
I
But all
thought
right.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, just all these big buff dudes with slightly different designs, and the
Did it get
originator.
did
What
it
was
get
his name?
did it get your mortars running? All the buff guys?
Oh yeah, totally. But what's the original He-Man's name, or what did they go with?
Oh, wasn't it Grayskull?
Was it Grayskull?
No, Grayskull's the original holder
Yeah,
of the power
yeah,
of.
he's the original hero. He's the original
Is
He-Man.
that who you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. What
All
about
right,
him?
so it was Grayskull. I really loved his design. I mean, it was simple, but a lot of their designs were simple. But they all match with the He-Man aesthetic,
It's
and then
naked muscle builders with a loincloth. That's it.
and different designs on their chests. There are little things here and there. Yeah, I know it's very basic.
Do you see this face I'm
Um,
giving you? Do you see this
yeah,
face? My
yeah,
eyes got
I see the
smaller,
squinty
motherfucker.
guys.
And my eyes got
Hmm.
smaller, motherfucker. That's how bad it
And
is.
that's hard to do.
Go fuck yourself.
But the point that they make about Adam's the only hero who ever chose to be his quote unquote lesser self.
Oh yeah, inferior form. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
like
look. I was wondering if Hero. So, would that be the character design for He-Man's son? Alternate ego.
I'm gonna have to look that one up because
All right, so I'll explain.
I mean
There
it
was,
could
yeah, there
go
was
ahead.
talks about a spin-off show with Dave. I forgot his name. The Adam's adopted son was supposed to inherit the Sword of Power, and his counterpart was supposed to be Hero, I believe.
Oh yeah, I see this here. Showing him with a blonde ponytail, a
Yeah,
blue
yeah.
purple
hmm
lion, and a
That
pterodactyl.
that never went past that one like character design of him, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, but like, I wonder if that was the character design for that.
I mean, maybe. I'm a little curious if I could find it, but oh no, no, no. I think the hero from what we're thinking of, he was actually meant to be an original like leader of the army in the old He-Man cartoon and action figures. Like he actually has an old action figure.
Oh, really? Okay, so it
Yeah.
this is the. I mean, there was a hero that fought along Grayskull, I believe.
Hmm.
Oh, so this
Um,
is that character then.
yeah, I remember hearing about this guy. I don't think he appeared in the original series, but he did appear in the comic books, which is maybe why they used him here because he actually wasn't in like the TV continuity. But he's also just as big, buff, and jacked and magical and strong as He-Man himself.
Yeah, just the way you like it, Shay.
Oh yeah, I'm like 120 pounds, so love me a big man.
Oh Jesus, your description of him, the sound of your voice, it was very enamored.
I'm looking at the pictures of him though, and I'm getting a little drooly, I must say.
It's the whiskey in the He-Man's blood. It's getting you
Yep.
going. Yeah.
Uh, He-Man's blood gets me going every time.
Look, if anybody has any doubts on watching this series, I say give it a chance. It's better than you think. And if you
Yeah.
go in without any preconceptions, like I even went in with my preconceptions, but when it went in a different direction, I was just like, yeah, okay, I can roll with this. I never disliked Tila. I thought she was a good character. Never expected her to be like forefront like that for 3 episodes, but it gave Evelyn, Orca, um,
Or go.
yeah,
He's not a
uh,
whale.
Orca,
Or go.
Gorko. I'm gonna go with
Or
Gorko.
I'm just throwing it out there. Orca is a type of whale.
Stop calling me out on my stupidity, Shay. I told you about this, right?
Look, I know it's not your first language, so I have to give you shit about English
Go
sometimes.
fuck yourself. But Man at Arms, like all these side characters, quote unquote, got a lot more screen
Yeah,
time.
ensemble cast. Yeah,
Yeah, I liked it. What do you think?
I agree. I enjoyed it all the way through. I mean, getting all the ensemble characters, it was fun, and I knew it was all a build up for whatever else is coming. And I don't know, in part, how great is it just seeing, oh, the almighty He-Man just sword swiping everything out? No, let's see the struggle on the side. Let's see, the shit actually go down.
it it was good to see an updated animation of a classic, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they did a good job. They did a very good job on that. I got another piece of trivia for you. Do you know He-Man never hit another person with his sword?
I did vaguely know that. One of the rules in animation is why the Ninja Turtles never actually use their bladed weapons except against robots.
Right. It was supposed to. He only used it for blocking or destroying obstacles or like inanimate
Yep.
objects, basically. Yeah. Damn.
Yep.
I thought I would have had you with that one.
No. No, that one, that's an old. I don't 1000% know the origin, but I think it relates to comic book origin on the legal issue that came up because decades prior, everything being like horror and gory in comic books, and that translating to cartoons and not wanting to introduce children to, it was a whole thing.
That's boring.
Yeah, it
That's a
was
very
you.
boring
Yeah,
explanation.
you weren't able to show blood anymore, but then people found their loophole by introducing all the bad guys are robots.
Is that why we have so many robotic like villains and stuff in the old
Yep,
cartoons? I did not
yep.
know that.
That's why like all the Foot Clan in Ninja Turtles became robots, and
Robots. Okay.
yeah,
That's still
that's
fucking.
why, because you can slice apart a robot, but you can't slice apart a human.
That's still fucking boring. Oh, there's a Yingling.
Hmm. Hmm.
You had some left over, huh?
Hmm.
Yeah. Uh,
I can't drink
but
very much of it though, because I feel the effects it has on me.
oh yeah, you're allergic to beer now.
Yeah, like hops in general, which this isn't too bad, but occasionally it comes back on me.
Yeah, welcome to getting old.
Yep. Now I'm all about cocktails and water.
Oh yeah. Panda's drink for today was supposed to be water. Because
Mm,
apparently He-Man doesn't drink anything but water.
that is a lie.
And
That
I
is a
just
bold-faced, ignorant lie.
I just called him lazy.
Yep.
He didn't
No,
want to he didn't have time to make a drink for this week,
I
so
know we have seen He-Man with a stein like that tall, just downing it like Thor. I know
uh
that has happened.
did that happen? I'm pretty sure it happened, yeah. All right, Jay, you got anything else for He-Man?
I mean, not exactly for He-Man, except for everybody leave Kevin Smith alone. What the hell? Um, but there's a lot more 80s nostalgia coming out right now.
Yeah, actually.
I mean, we can save that for, last call, but damn, we got a lot of 80s happening right now.
Mm, well, Hollywood's been rebooting for
Yeah.
it feels like the last decade. They've just been rebooting old classics.
Yep.
And I do hate that. I mean,
Yeah.
I like it and I also hate it. Like eh, yeah.
Yeah, no,
There's
I
that.
feel you. I mean,
I yeah.
right
Love-hate
now,
relationship.
do you have any final thoughts on the show in general?
No, I've said everything I wanted to say.
Yeah, I'm like, we both liked it. Give it a shot. Um, So final call or
Mm,
last call?
mm, yeah, I don't have shit. I've been
All right.
working a lot. It's getting busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's people are coming out, they're not wearing masks. It's
So the same shit we've been dealing with for the last year. Got
yeah,
it.
pretty much, pretty much.
Um,
Supply chain shortages. I can't get shit. Like I'm out of like everything. Like people are getting mad because we don't have it and I'm just like, dude, like I can't do anything about it. So
I went to a restaurant the other day. I saw the best sign out in front of their place. Everything's tight. Everybody's short staff. Please be kind to the people you're speaking to.
yeah.
And I was
I think
like, that
at
that is the most accurate. Don't yell at me if we're out of something. Don't
so here's
just
the thing with that for me. Why do we have to post a sign like that?
because unfortunately people don't understand. It comes from a place of ignorance. It's you're not working in that field. You might be young and still living off of you got that, year plus of unemployment.
Actually, the younger generation's been nicer than the other people.
Yeah, in your
Hmm.
opinion?
In my opinion, younger generation understand a little better.
That's surprising. I
Mm.
deal with all kinds though right now, so
Yeah, I know. I've been there.
yep. But it's a tricky spot. I'd say 2 out of 3 understand.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
But
Um,
I want to talk about for a second. I've been watching a lot of nostalgia stuff lately. I just watched the Child's Play movie,
Child's Play movie?
Chucky.
Oh, Chucky. Yes.
Yep,
That's Child's Play was one of his newer
that's the
movies.
original title of the movies.
Is it the original one?
Yeah, there's
God,
like
I
Child's
haven't
Play
watched
1 and
Chucky
Child's
in
Play 2.
forever. Oh yeah, that's nostalgic.
But I just watched the new one. With I'm blanking on her name at the moment, but
That the Bride
from
of
Parks
Chucky?
and Rec. No, no, no. That
Because
came
that was
out
a
when I was like
while ago,
still in
right?
high school. No,
Oh.
there's a reboot with
Hmm.
the mom is from Parks and Rec. She was married to Andy, aka Star Lord.
Is it a TV series?
No, it was a movie. Came out like the year prior to COVID going down.
Well, there's a TV series that started this year.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I just googled it. Yeah, it's on USA and Sci-Fi.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Maybe that pop.
The pilots due out October.
Oh, okay, that's probably inspired by the movie then.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
But I mean, that was okay, and I'm also interested in. I know Frank's been talking about it a lot. The Transformers Kingdom is coming out soon.
I'm caught up.
You caught up?
I caught up.
Okay. What do you think so far?
I fucking loved it.
All right, cool.
I'm
Now,
caught up.
I liked it a lot. It's a little short form, and you gotta know a lot of what's going on in the Transformers universe,
Yeah,
in
there's
my
no like
opinion.
real backstory on it, I don't think.
Yeah,
But
there's not a lot of hand holding in that one.
I understand what Frank said about the end of Earthrise, and they're just throwing a shit ton of everything at you, and I'm like, that's like 5 series in like 30 minutes that they threw at you, and I'm like, I'm excited.
Yep, and they end up. So the trailer just came out for Kingdom,
I need to watch it.
and and everything is about to go down. I'm pretty sure Kingdom premieres next week.
Hmm.
I'll have to double check.
Yeah, Kingdom premieres next week. Also, oh, Suicide Squad comes out next week.
Mm.
And I blasted it on Twitter. I'm probably gonna blast it on Instagram too. But I made a little death pool for the characters that are gonna die in Suicide
Oh
Squad.
yes, please. All right, who am I putting my money on?
Well, you haven't even. Told you it was there. You haven't even clicked the link yet, you jackass.
I don't remember things you tell me.
I hate you
I know.
so much. Anyway, I'll put it. I'll blast it out on Instagram. It's for bragging rights. Like, I made it so that you could slide the characters up and down to see who dies first, and then
Ooh,
I have a will not die, and then if you do it under that, they're not gonna die, and it's just for bragging rights, and
love it.
I'm gonna win.
No, no, no. We both know between the two of us, I'll swoop in at the last minute and beat you somehow.
Now, between the two of us, Frank will win.
Yeah, no, that third party asshole.
We're not. He's not even in this equation, but he'll still win. That fucking
Ooh.
wiki Frank. Anyway. Oh, Marcy subscribed to our channel. I'm scared.
Oh, I'm very scared.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Suicide Squad movie coming out. That thing's gonna be. It's either gonna be so bad it's good, or it's actually going to be good. Is my opinion.
Yeah, I can't trust the talk show hosts that are talking about it right now.
What are
Been
they
a
saying?
couple who have been like, they've said it's phenomenal.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
But I mean, they're talk show hosts, so
They're gonna hype it up. Yeah.
yeah.
Well.
Grain of salt. They have to interview all the people, so they're not going to say bad things.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I've seen talk show hosts hype up something with not actually meaning it in the past. And this one, they're doing it with the smile on their face.
No, actually. You want some good news?
Yeah.
Kingdom's out on Netflix today.
Oh no! If I didn't have plans for the rest of the night, that would be the rest of my night.
I might switch that on right after we stop this podcast.
That might be when everybody falls asleep tonight. I might have to like sneak in 2 episodes before I
Yeah.
pass out.
Yeah, but Suicide Squad is next Friday. So we're gonna talk about that on the 15th, I believe. Is the
Okay.
next the Thursday after that. So but yeah, other than that, I have nothing else.
No, actually, I think I'm burnt out on things. I mean,
You burned me out.
do we have any? I know I burn you out. Do we have anything coming up the pipeline
Mm.
for our
Avatar
channel
DN
personally?
Avatar DND.
Yes, which 1000% we need to do Avatar D&D. I'm down for this.
Yeah, we're all kind of busy right now, so I think our schedules are not lining up, so we can't really
Yeah.
stream or record together or anything. But well, today's a prime example. We're missing half the squad, so
I know. It's just the two of us. The good old days.
yeah,
This is how it always ends up, though. Just the two of us.
Frank, Matt, come back. Please come
You
back.
can only stand me for so long.
You're very good in small doses.
Oh, I'll take that.
All right. Yeah, but if you got nothing else, I think we'll call it a night there.
Yeah, I'm good with that. We had a nice little like hour-long talk.
Mm-hmm. But everybody watching or everybody that will watch the VOD later, please subscribe, comment, like. It does help us get our exposure out there. Today is the first day we multi-streamed. I got that up. So we are technically on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube currently. So yeah, catch us wherever you feel comfortable. And yeah, if you got nothing else, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace out, everybody.
Fuck you, Shay.
Yeah, I'm so lame.
Peace out, everybody.
Peace.